Nobody was speaking for physicians, and they sort of assumed that we didn't have a voice and that we didn't think about what we were doing. And so it was important to make clear that we're thoughtful and we're planning, and we have an organization that helps us do that. I really felt like we needed an organization to speak to the clinicians and to give us a chance to discuss things among ourselves and plan. And it worked out well.
The greatest achievement of RPA really stands from its infancy when it first started. When our pioneers and our founders delivered care on the floor of Congress to bring that benefit to our patients, it established the concept that patients do not have to suffer and die from kidney disease, but actually there is a therapy out there.
The RPA was founded because there was no mechanism in legislation and in the regulatory arm of the government to pay doctors for taking care of kidney patients.
There was an absolute need to correct the proposed payments method for physicians. If it had not been done, chronic dialysis would not have survived.
And in those early days, although the three major organizations in nephrology, if you will, the RPA, the ASN, and the National Kidney Foundation, they all, the ASN at that time was focused primarily on the science aspects of nephrology and less so on the clinical practice aspects and reimbursement and regulation. The NK, although there was overlap, the NKF was focused on patient services, support for patients, and so on, but again didn't deal directly with the regulatory issues.
And it carries with it the reputation of that. It speaks for the practicing physician, the practicing nephrologist, and that probably is the best thing that the RPA could be.
We went from being a specialty that cared for people by dialyzing them and by caring for medical complications related to kidney failure, to now having the opportunity to actually cure some of the diseases that we had no hope for curing in the past.
So the RPA is so special because it really lives in the triangle of healthcare policy, of good clinical nephrology, and then operational delivery.
The RPA does very well by listening to the issues that are out there, listening to the physician issues, listening to the payer, government issues, and then how do you come to a meeting of the minds, always with the idea of maximizing quality care that the patient deserves. So if you listen, you can learn. If you can learn, you can help someone.
RPA is truly in a transition point at our 50th anniversary. We're looking back and celebrating where we've been, which is bringing dialysis care and transplantation to patients suffering from end-stage kidney disease. But more importantly, it's a new transition, a new frontier into the future of kidney care.